Hi, my name is Dawn with Murals and Faux. I come to you today with a tip about prep work for painting, uh, as far as taping drop cloths and taping around the room and what I do, what works for me and my business. So here goes. Let me just show you here. Okay, here is a room that I have taped off, and as you can see, I have started with blue tape along the trim and then went over it with paper to protect underneath the trim. And this is really good when you're doing a faux finish because you can spatter. And then I also went around the windows here, and at the top I put some paper as well to protect from, when I do that top area, from any spillage onto the window. And also you'll see here on the ceiling I use a delicate surfaces blue tape for the ceiling, because if you're a painter, as you know, the tape can remove some of that paint, because usually ceilings are flat paint, and it can be removed with when you take down the tape. I've had this happen to me several times. So now I'm using delicate surfaces tape, and I put paper up, and this is a 8-inch paper here. So I have that all taped around the room, as you can see. And then I go around outlets. I cover outlets. I take the outlet covers off. And also here are my drop cloths. And as you can see, there's a bunch of lines of blue tape here. And because this is an odd shaped room with lots of different angles, here's angles because of the window, I fold the drop cloths over in certain areas. I bunch them up in certain areas, and I overlap them in certain areas. So I like to tape them together so that way they don't slip around. And I also, here's the entry of the room, and I tape that down so when people walk in, you don't trip on the drop cloths. I think that's very important. Now, I don't have the very expensive drop cloths with the rubber backing. I just have regular canvas drop cloths. So on a hardwood floor, they can definitely slip and slide. And I've had a few accidents where I've lost gallons of paint just because of the drop cloth. So now this is what works for me. By taping them together, you know, it saves me from tripping. And also I have one specific area for all of my supplies. So I try to keep that organized and in order, so that way if I need anything, it's easily accessible. And if a client walks in, my stuff isn't everywhere and it's not a mess. I think it's very important to be organized, you know, with what you do. And if you are going to make a mess, try to clean it up in between. And that's just something that I do that really helps me to do a good job. So going around the room, this I've already painted, and I'm not doing a faux finish here, but I have taped and papered around the entire room. I was able to paint this with 2 coats very quickly and easily by having it taped. I know a lot of people do cutting in, but for me, I really enjoy taping, and it just makes it so much easier to paint without having to do any of the cutting in. And so as you can see, here's the hardwood. I have different shaped drop cloths, all different shapes. And so in this area where I don't have a drop cloth, I just tape it down to the floor. That way when I walk on it, there's no slippage. So that's pretty much how I work, and I think it's very important to keep your floors protected and keep your trim and everything else protected while doing a job, whether you're doing it in your home or for a client. the prep for a painting job is just, it's key. It's very, very important, and it makes for a really great painting job when the job is complete. Okay, my name is Dawn, and my business website is www.surfaceswithpaint.com, and my blog is muralsandfaux.blogspot.com. So please stop by anytime. Okay, thank you.